EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Play action. Now Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing is Jackson. Out to Bateman toward the sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there at 20 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Ravens 7, Saints nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. The Saints take over 1st and 10. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
45, White. Set.
Throwing to start the drive. McNally will swing this out to Blue. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
10 black. Ready.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
32.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Trying to set up a screen for Blue.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
50, green. Ready.
Off the play fake. McNally. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Needle Blue. Ready.
Operating from the gun, McNally. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Black, 95. 22 needle. Check out.
Back to throw again. Drops it to Blue. Complete.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a toss left side. It's Blue. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Black 40. White.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Palmer. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Point after try forthcoming. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson from the shotgun. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. George Pickens, 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. On his loop for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Ravens 14, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Blue hit. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
15 yards.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
DC, ready? Ready.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On the set.
2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
Operating from the gun, McNally. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Blaster, 6. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 5. Another run with Mitchell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
13. Yo.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Change it. Report. Alpha.
To throw again is Jackson. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
19 more.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next the score, Ravens 28, Saints 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have a good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
On the double.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
17 yards.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Set, hut.
1st and 10 at the
52 ball.
49-yard line.
Ready.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Set. Yellow. Line. Blue. 32. Ready.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Set, hut.
Off play action. McNally. Receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Down. Black. 95. Set.
Back to throw. McNally. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Blue striker. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. McNally. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
just shedding him off there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Steal. Check. Here we go. Ready.
Kamara try the right side. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Hut.
They go with blue between the tackles. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now he's free at the 35. George Pickens. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. On his loop for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Saints 14. Tyler Loop to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Okay.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Set, cut. Set, cut.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Blue, 32. Ready?
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
44-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
6, yellow, 22. Set, cut.
Operating from the gun, McNally. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Ready, ready. Black, 95.
What's the motion? What's the motion?
Hut, hut.
From the gun on third down, McNally. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 38
They give him a gain of
yards.
38.
And the Saints.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. McNally. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
10 black. Fury, yellow.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 52 blue. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's
brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First down, here's Mitchell. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fire up the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yellow, 22, ready.
Throwing to start the drive, McNally. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Come on, 6, mega, 45, white. Ready?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, McNally. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. On the counter, Mitchell. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Ready.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 36 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
48, Saints 21.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. Their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And a big one is here as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is fielded inside the 5. Looking to put a drive together.
Green Jack. Come on. Set.
Throwing to start the drive. McNally
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That is the big fella, Nambi Matabike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Blue, 32. Ready?
Looking to throw. McNally. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready. Black, 95. Hut.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They hand it off. It's Blue. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down and 9.
Set. Ready. 45. White. Hut, hut.
Now they'll toss it here to Blue. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Here we go. Set. You. Yellow. Hut, hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
For Jawan Johnson. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Hands up. Sit up.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the Saints' 42-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha, sit up. Sit up. Ready. Sit up. Sit up.
A toss left side for Mitchell.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL.